everyone, Fangs here. Welcome to another Immortal Invitational game. Today, I am playing as Dracula to represent Team Wildlife. My adversary is nothing but a farmer, although he's quite a farmer to be reckoned with. The garlic farmers have been faring best so far. None other than Scotsword is my adversary. And well, if you have followed the channel, if you have followed our community at all, you'll know that Scotsword is uh, one of the champions among the champions. The other three here are going to be the commentators, recording the neutral perspective. But apparently there's nothing neutral about two of them. Istheos here is cheering for Scotsword, whereas Strider is... what's... Okay. Scotsword apologizing that he's a bit late due to his game being a bit weird, but as I was saying, Mythios is cheering for Scotsword, and Strider is cheering for me to win. I wonder what Arocomania thinks. Good thing he's the host of the spectator stream. I will definitely take the time to hear what sort of commentary goes back between Mythios and Strider. It will be very interesting. Okay, Scotsword. Okay. Apparently Scotsword needs to restart his game, as apparently the menu's lagging. My apologies, folks. This will be, from the spectator's perspective at least, this will be quite a show. So let me see, where should I start? On the assumption that he is going to do the same match startup as he tends to do, then most likely I will... I could try another England start. I did a practice match versus Geo earlier, just a bit ago, so... And I did that and managed to pull it off. But then again, Scotsword is a far more seasoned hunter than Geo. We'll see. A lot of it will depend on what sort of starting hand I get. If it is a good England hand, perhaps I'll do it. I really can't say where I'll begin until the time comes, until I see my hand. So... I can only... I can't help but wonder what the argument is going on between Scotsword and Mythios and their actual live voice call that they'll be in. It will be very interesting to go back and watch the Arocomania's stream once the game is finished. My. It will be very intriguing indeed. Scott, so it's having some tech issues. Reboot his laptop apparently. Whoops. Technology. Why do you sometimes just crash? I suppose Scotsword's been playing a little too much Euro Truck Simulator. Ate his driving a little too relaxed when it's time for the tense race car track, and therefore, or his laptop drove into a wall. Strider. Yeah, just... This will be... This will be quite... As I mentioned earlier to the commentators, this is going to be quite an audience, especially with Nessius and Strider are arguing between... arguing as to who... Well, likely as to who they want to win. Likely there will be some very interesting... Okay. Being notified I've seen that Scotsword is trying to open up the game again. Let's hope that things cooperate. This isn't started just joking between the two of them as to how pretend they actually made some hack. There he is. It's this. Oh, sorry. Yeah. Alright, here we go. Set my camera settings to how I prefer them. So, what sort of opening will he go for? Scotsword, well, he's recorded a lot of my games. In past tournaments, before I was able to get my own channel going. So then, Scotsword, what shall it be? Hello? What is going on now, I wonder? Ah, there we go. Let's hope that it doesn't end up being the full game being that slow. Alright. Yep. 2 soils, a fog, a vampire, and a saboteur. This... Yep. So where to begin? Do I attempt to play Ring Around the Mina? Eastern Start looks appealing on first appearance, but usually, uh, with the superhero start, that's not the best of ideas. I think how I'll do this. Uh, huh. This is Scotsword really knows how to mess with me because this is definitely very awkward. Hmm. Hmm. Do I go with Ireland? We'll go with. Just endless what? I suppose we'll go with. Let's go with. We'll go with playing Ring Around the Mina and begin with Granada. The key to Ring Around the Mina, or just Ring Around a Hunter, is it will take them a while. Well, okay, so much for that. Lol. Good news is that he doesn't know exactly what that means. Yes, allying Rufus since you got the information that I'm next to Mina. So. I suppose that means that I simply leave Spain as fast as I can. Obviously I don't wolf form, but... That was definitely a bit of bad luck on my end. Since he knows I'm in the general vicinity, let's go with things let's start with things I normally wouldn't start with. Yeah. Since in this case, this is a case where I actually won't misdirect. Or actually, no, when it comes to Spain, I'll be able to maintain the illusion I'm still in Spain longest if I do the misdirect. But I intend to leave Spain and head in the direction of Godalming and Seward, then possibly go down into Italy. Yeah, but we're not going to remain in Spain any longer than I have to. I suppose we'll just throw down several things. We'll save the best stuff for later. I mean, basically, if it weren't for that evil presence, I would have started off with the vampire. But I mean, so long as there wasn't a local ruins in its place. Okay, discarding a stake already. I mean, that's nice, and yet at the same time, not so nice. Oh, well, there goes my fog. But that is really not the worst thing, especially since I have 2 desecrated soils already down on the trail. That will be a lot of card cycling. That's 6 cards, 6 encounter cards just waiting to be drawn. Okay. Yeah, still doing some ticket cycling. Yeah, just working on his... Oh, Heroic Leap. That is not good for a lone Dracula. I don't know. At this point, I'm not really trying to put down anything all that threatening. Because he already knows at least the general vicinity of where they are. I need to I need to get that off the table. I need to get that asset, so to speak, off the table first before I really try for anything. Until that is, I'm like my hand is full of fighter vamps, for example. And then I can just lay down one after another, and one thing that I do at least seem to have over Scotsword is I seem to be better at Fear of Dracula combat, and and that may give me an edge if I get if I find like all 5 fire vamps and then lay them all down and one after another. He may struggle to get it through that. I might be able to get in a hunter kill or two. Who knows? We'll see. Oh, my fog. Nice. And also, me having with what I've done, the fact that I haven't started with a vampire, it'll make him rather nervous about a hoax, as there are 9 Drac events in there, so he will definitely be nervous about a hoax. Okay, with him having found that, he will doubtless suspect that I've left Spain already. And he'd be right to think that, but scouts. That's good. He'll if nothing else, yeah. Now he knows that I left Spain. Weirdos. Do I wolf form backwards? to Bordeaux. I mean, that'd be something that he won't expect, so... I don't think it's... But no, I don't think it's time for... Plus, Mina's got Heroic Leap, so if I do bait her into a fight, then she's just gonna Heroic Leap me. So that's just utter nonsense. We'll go with Milan. We'll go with Zurich next. Or should I do a wolf form? If I do, that'll kind of announce that I was at Marseille. Not just now, because that's really the first reasonable wolf form location. So therefore, let's go to Genoa. And lay down yet another trash encounter. Yeah, nothing that I've placed down isn't really anything more than an inconvenience for him. The only thing that even does any damage is the wolves. But since he figured out where I was right away, what I intend is to simply delay him as long as I can. Scouts? Ugh. So much information. Bordeaux and Clermont-Ferrand. I considered that, I won't deny, but... Search it if you want. I don't know whether Amina will have a Heavenly Host or not. She could, but... Let's see, what's in the discard? So there's no garlic left. There's... Okay, we'll throw away the aristocratic. We'll throw away the mob. And we'll throw the wolves. And we will actually try to get a hoax off. If nothing else, it may make him spend a stake, or... okay, does she have a desperate... Does she have a Heavenly Host? No. Which means that he may well get rather pissed off about the... Okay, well, we'll actually go here to Venice and lay down a fog. Because they both have only one event each, so therefore forewarned is not all that likely. Okay, no proxy events, please. Another scouts? That's now the third tired scouts. Strasbourg and Florence, huh? Search if you like. Again, search it if you like. I suppose I'll do a hide card here. So I know that Seward has a horse. Oh. Enjoy. Showing a rifle. Alright. I imagine Van Helsing will do a trade since his event slots are full. No? Pass. Interesting. Nope. Rats. Okay, let's forget about the hoax actually. And then also the aristocratic vampire. Discard those. Oops. So I suppose we'll there's no point in maturing it since I'm at full HP. I will go ahead and toss the bats there. Okay, time to start making the Gauntlet of Vampires. We'll form to... The thing is, he'll expect me to wolf form to Zagreb, so therefore we'll go up north. Start laying down vampire after vampire. I am in melee within horse range of Seward, so perhaps this was a bit overly risky, but one does what one can. Glung discarding a knife and a rifle. Glung definitely is scary. This will be fun. Okay, I know that she has dogs, so therefore we ambush. By that, will he just accept the delay? Because being delayed by night is really not that bad. Or will... Yeah, he's definitely thinking about it. Does he accept the delay and lose his dogs and have to yeah, because it's more than simply losing the dogs. He would have to show me something else. No iron cards revealed. I mean, honestly, that could easily be a bluff. Saboteur, not that big a deal. Yes. No Heavenly Host in the discard, so I will have to be cautious of CG. But then again, when is everyone does one not need to be cautious of CG? Very seldom. Yes, we'll go ahead and fetch us one HP. Admittedly not full value. Admittedly not the full value one can get, but I actually shall risk going to Prague. Even though that is a CG nuke spot. We'll lay down another Reckless. Ambush. Try to get a point or two. Let's see. We got a double Fangs, so why not? And besides, my other things are escapes and claws, so there's really no point to waiting. Oh, nice. Nice. Get to fetch a point right away. And I might get to claim a second one. Depends on what I get, but How likely is he to dodge? We'll go for the healthy in-between of something that will hit him if he's escaping, but not the fangs in case he dodges. Good. And that will likely give him the impression that I don't have the second fangs. He's not mesmerized, so a knife would mean vampire is dead. Which he has the knife, but he is at least forced to give me the information. So yes, perhaps I should have done the strength there. But yeah. Let's just hope that he doesn't have a CG. Skip. That fog will definitely be quite an inconvenience for Seward. It's probably the last thing he'll expect. So now, do I go down to Vienna and go east, or do I continue heading north? If I go north, there's really not much of a thing for me to do after that. Okay, no CG. The thing is, he'll probably expect me to play around CG, like going to Leipzig. So even if he has it, I'm not sure whether or not he'll use it or not. Deciding with Seward, does he clear the trail or does he... I think he's thinking whether or not to try to make a beeline for me, not caring about the trail. Yeah, I got to cycle a lot of cards due to those two desecrated soils. He's choosing to leave the Toulouse abattoir to mature, which means that I can place down a roadblock. Oops. That's Seward trapped in a small town for a couple days. Now does Mina? No, Mina does not have CG, so thank goodness. I got away with it. We'll actually mature that, because in this case that actually does come in handy. Let's not have any nonsense with a sun-charred carriage making him able to zoom up here. Now we go to Vienna and continue the Gauntlet of Empires. Did I place that roadblock right? It looks like it. You may well be a bit surprised by my absence there. Okay, so Van Helsing has a horse. The item pile will be rather revealing at this stage. 2 rifles are in play, and Seward's showed one. There's 2 knives in play, and Goldamik showed one. Seward has also shown one of the 2 remaining steaks. There's no more garlic wreaths. There's no more garlic. Holy circles are gone. Hmm. So I don't see why Siri would do anything unless he still needs to find horse economy tickets. Hmm. Let's see. Do I go to Budapest next? Where would I prefer to be if he has CG and choose to use it next turn? Probably Budapest. That's probably better than Zagreb. Thank you. Okay. Evidently Seward, we're trying to work out what exactly I did. Janelle also has a Saboteur, which we'll judge whether to layer it or to mature it when the time comes, because there might be a good spot for me to place a roadblock. Oh, so there it was CG. Okay, so I dodged that mostly. So Goldaming has a Heavenly Host. I know that Seward does not. Okay, and then he's going to place one at Zagreb, so now I'm forced to move to Munich. Fortunately, Seward will still be fogged, so I have nothing to fear from him. Yes. However, since he sniped my other fog, I don't have all that much. This will be rough. What will I put down? In truth, well, actually a mob is actually relatively decent. Mina has a heroic leap. Will she use it? I don't know. Most likely not, in truth. Yeah, let's definitely layer this, obviously. Ah, that's more like it. That's what I put down. And the thing is, you probably won't be expecting a vampire because I've already laid down 3 vampires. Here, go deal with that, would you? Okay, if I can weather this storm, then, okay, slow roll on your horse, please. Darn. Yeah, having a reckless vampire as something of a guardian is definitely nice. Okay. So, last time I led with the Fangs. Will he just escape this time? Probably yes. So let's try to, let's do Mesmerize first this time. Last time I didn't even have a Mesmerize, so I had no choice in it. But I definitely want to be able to do as much damage as I can. So, Goldaming has a knife, and he has a Heavenly Host, and he has a horse. So I know the exact hand of Lord Goldaming. We'll go with Strength. He likely will do a punch to avoid a plotting. But I'm not worried so much about points. Oh. Okay. Interesting. Alright, at this point, the only reasonable thing I have is a Fangs. So, a bit unfortunate. I could have gone applauding off, but... yeah... Van Helsing, Van Helsing will likely trade something or another. He's the one with all the events. Well, Seward now has a good number after getting fogged, but... oh, he has a horse? Fortunately, Munich is not 2 spaces away, so he can't make it. I mean, he can get close, but... Mina using a train... oh, interesting. A 1v1. Interesting. If I could get off a bat, that would be superb. He will likely be looking to escape. So he knows that I know exactly what he's got. It's a matter of when will he play the Henley Host. I'm a bit surprised that he didn't have that he would use CG like that and not have a way to get onto me. How to open? Mesmerize, Fangs, or Strength? I think we will open it with a Fangs. This is playing right into the knife if he has it. If he chose that. But... okay. So I simply deal a bit more damage. If I had done Mesmerize, I could have kept him in combat. Yeah, his objective was to escape before I could escape his bat. Yeah, he's definitely not going for a kill yet. So... actually, that Saboteur roadblock is actually going to come real handy right now. I can make it so that without a renewed vigor... I can make it so that without a renewed vigor... Van Helsing, Seward, none of the... yeah, Mina is the one without a horse. So I can make it... with that Saboteur, I can arrange things that... let's zoom in to make sure I don't mess this up. Right here. And then we go there. And what's the best thing I've got? That'd be a spy. Since we have more than one, and now he has to worry about this. There's a gauntlet of 3 vampires that he needs to deal with. Without a renewed vigor, or in these 2, or in these 3 cases, a sense of emergency. Basically, now only Goldami can reach me. Mind you, he may still do that. If he, that is, no, Mina's still holding the heroic leap, so that's impossible. But I was thinking that maybe he would trade the heroic leap to Goldami and then pounce on me to deal 5. It's possible. So now CG is gone. I don't have to worry about stepping into CG nuke spots anymore. That's... I can go to sea, land without wolf forming, no problem. Now I just have to keep evading them. I like this. I semi-like this situation. Renewed vigor. That means that I may have a 3v1 on my hands. It depends on how his horse rolls go. Okay. So, yeah, with him, he can simply set off to discover which way AI went, for certain. I know that with you, I'm going to fetch a knife off of you. Then again, he may let me see what he has. But then again, that would be very perilous to his horses. Because presumably Gul'danim has one of the white ones. And if that happens, that would be nasty. There's at least 2 bad rolls for the horses. I need that 1 in 5 chance, at least 1 in 5 chance, to go in my favor. Okay, discarding his knife. So Gul'danim only has a heavenly host for offensive things. So Mina, unless he uses something like sense of emergency, won't be able to make it. Charter carriage would also get her close enough. Come on, Saboteur. Yeah, come on. Let's hope that my Saboteur did a good enough job of... Yeah, so Scotsword is really committing to ignoring my trail. If I can simply survive for a couple more days, then But the bad news for them is they have to step into Vienna, to reach me, or Munich. Munich has the Reckless Vampire, so it is actually genuinely somewhat risky to try. Obviously, we ambush so as to try to get intel on what he has. We know that he has a rifle from the wolves from earlier, so we know that he has. So we want to do as much damage as we can. Start off with the mesmerize. Yep. Now last time he did a dodge, so therefore I predict he will do a punch now. To mix things up. So we'll do a strength to counter that and hopefully deal damage. I mean, he is trying to escape with minimum damage, but the thing is, plotting is definitely a threat to that. Yep, yes, gotcha there. There's Scotsword. So now we can... I actually think that what will happen is he's going to dodge now. To try to throw up, because normally I would do a Fang. Darn. Okay. Overthought it and didn't go for either Mesmerize or Fangs. So now Seward steps in here, comes to join the party. The good piece of news is that I am at full HP. So, okay, 1. Get us a 1. What does Scotsword do if Van Helsing rolls a 1? Oh, apparently that's not possible. So, uh, since he has that, so it's going to be a 3v1, unless, does Mina have that too? Charred Carrot would also do it for Mina. Well, except no, she's simply got that. So, this is going to be tough. It's going to be tough to survive this, let alone. So, the good news is, I know that Van Helsing. Oh, wait, what was that? Who was that? That was Seward. Okay. He discarded a stake and a bunch of other stakes. So if I can survive this combat and possibly escape his bat, oh, that's not a good start to the endeavor. He'll almost always start with a punch with Gul'daming. I think that what we have to do is, I suppose we'll cause. He will either do Heavenly Host, in which case we'll trade 4 for 4. So I have to survive 2 volleys of damage. Claws, and he did punch, as I expected. I wonder, does he have great strength? I mean, if he does, that'll just be brutal. If not, it'll be a guessing game as to whether or not he does dodge or Heavenly Host first. Okay, so 4 damage in round 1. That's not hard, hard to bear. So I actually do see the way out now. With the fact Gul'daming has no way to block me doing escape his bat. So honestly, that probably means that he's going to try to escape with Gul'daming now. Because if he sticks around another round, then I simply target Gul'daming with escape his bat. So therefore, we'll instead go for killing Gul'daming. I expected that, mister. Well, now let's just hope that it's not great strength here. If it is, then that will really hurt. Fortunately, that is not the case. Ow. Now, Van Helsing will likely be doing that same thing. Fortunately, I'm not all that far from Castle Dracula. However, he definitely is not going to let me escape his bat that easily. So, let me see. Seward got something off of Lucky Find. Let me see. What do I know? There's no Heavenly Host left. He has a rifle. He has a horse and 1 other item. Van Helsing has a horse plus 1 other item. If I Fang, then I'm dead. Unless it's double firearms on them. So let's just take a guess as to who has the knife. I'm going to guess that it's Seward. If it's double knife, then I'm dead, since I don't have escape as missed. Good. Good. Oh, right. Gul'dan had a knife and one was discarded, so it's impossible for Van Helsing to have a knife. So long as there's no holy... No, he doesn't have holy bullets. Okay. So, Van Helsing has that pistol and the horse, so by targeting Van Helsing, I can make my getaway. Whew. Now that was close. Good fight, man. Good fight, man. Yes, let's remove layers first, so as to... Well, Marseille is sufficiently close where I may end up going there. And then, yes, I'm definitely going to use the escape as bat. So, Gul'dan is dead. Where should I go? The problem for him is now he needs to address... I can't go to C. Uh-oh. What's this? It usually passes in small bits. So Mia does not have a horse. I think that the safe spot is Zurich. Well, it's not entirely safe because Van Helsing and Seward will still have horses, and yeah, I just gotta outguess him. Let's keep in mind that I do get to move without them disturbing me first. I could go to Klausenberg and then just walk into Castle Dracula to heal. Yeah, we'll actually go with... Well, that's next to Mina, so no. That'd be stupid. I'm not gonna risk that Mina has some way to get to Zurich. Because, actually, yeah, charred carriage, sense of emergency, there's far too many ways. Let's go with the quote-unquote safe play and go to Klausenberg and then heal at Castle Dracula, I think. I see. He has 2 events. He has 1 event, but admittedly both of them are fairly healthy. But he has to worry about my trail somewhat. I think I'll actually stall going to the castle 1 turn. So that I can wolf form out of the castle. Lair, obviously. And then Venice. I don't know. Let's just throw down on the aristocratic, and then we will pretend that we didn't go to Klausenberg, and that we're not next to the castle. Bodyguards, I think, is the best option. So next turn, we go to the castle to heal up. Yeah, and yeah, Gul'dan's death is definitely rough for him. So, how will he go about this? Ah, he's starting to clear the trail. Is there any real need for me to ambush? There are 3 stakes in the discard, and when he did stuff, it was for. Let's just since it's a new vampire, we'll do it just in case. I don't want to fall afoul of him. Well, no, he actually showed what he has. He doesn't have a stake, so this was actually just kind of silly. Now that I remember that detail. So he wants to fight. So therefore, or we mesmerize. Good fight, man. With CG gone, he definitely has to think a bit. Why did he try to... Okay, because he wants to fight a 2v1 with Van Helsing. Well, let's try to get a plotting on a dodge. I haven't tried that yet. Well, I did once, but... Okay, on a knife, that's also okay-ish, especially since he's mesmerized, so I'm only taking 2 damage. Let's go ahead and go with... Let's fetch one of my strengths. Give myself as wide a variety of options as possible. So obviously I go with a Fangs now. Since this isn't a reckless, he probably won't. He may not dodge. Yes, I cancel that. Makes sense. Munchies, heal back up. I suppose... what's he likely to do next? Let's go strength. He just used escape, so we'll go strength. If he dodges it, whatever. If he knifes it, not so whatever. If he so he ended up making the best pick for him. Now we do claws. Yep. So I get to deal a bit of extra damage. Yeah. Since he's appears to be not chasing after me immediately, it's possible that Scotsword has just blown all his steam, spent all his fuel. So, and if that's so, he is now in trouble because there are 3 stakes in the discard thanks to that lucky find. Skip. If you want to get rid of it today, you're gonna night fight it, Scotsword. Again, night fight. It's quite possible that heroic leap that Mina has may well end up getting spent on a new vampire. Do I do a feint by hiding next? Misdirect the bat and then hide. Because he didn't check any possible bat locations. He seems to be committing to clearing the trail for a bit. I think I will misdirect and feed. Is what I'll do. No counter cards, so Nuremberg is a pretty good spot for some bats. So we'll do that. Then we misdirect the bat location. and then we feed to heal up a little. That will continue to give him the impression that I went west. And now and now the first spawn on the trail is 3 spaces away from Zagreb. Since you didn't check the bat location, that could mean all the way in Marseille. And I did take that layer off, so all the evidence will point this way. So he chose not to night fight it. Okay, Van Helsing is the one to... So Mina's hand, I don't know anything about her items. Oh, wait. Apart of course from her Mina display, which is a dog's, and she has one other thing. Apparently she traded it away. But Mina chose not to get involved. So Van Helsing has a pistol, plus one other thing from Mina. I guess a rifle. And then Van Helsing, Seward, he also has supplied since we last fought, so let's just... This is the vampire in the middle, so this is the one I care least about. Ow. That could be a holy bullets that he was given. Apparently not, though. Pistol by Van Helsing. Oh? Okay. Just a small... Then, let's make things a bit more difficult by... trying to heal as we go. The vampire is probably dead because Seward likely played his knife. Yeah, so the vampire's dead, but that was the one that matters least. Now he has to go deal with some reckless vampires. Mina can deal with one on her own by simply walking onto it and then hero leaping it. Which he will very likely do. Let's make him spend the extra action by searching. I am not fooled by that. I know you have hero leap, so spend it. Yeah, a CG and one RV gone. And for that matter, wasn't there a forewarned use at some point? No, that was in my practice match. Heroic leap, and that means Mia takes a bunch of damage. So, yeah, he's gotten rid of both of my rumor token spots. Just continue making layers. Shuffle back Alicante. Put down something that is more nuisance than anything else. What did I put down? Bodyguards? Now we'll do a hide. And lay down, let me see, how far away are they? Let's go with a spy. That's very potent. Oh, a desecrated soil. Sweet. That will be very handy. Especially since all of the Heavenly Hosts are in there, so I know that it will get to mature and heal me. So what I do is now I go to the castle, wolf form and go to the coast, wolf form to get out, and then go to the coast get out to sea as fast as I can. That way, I'll take damage from the sea, but the desecrated soil will be, unless he digs through the entire item pile. Sister Agatha. That will likely be used as search, won't it? No, I did not go to such an obvious place. Yeah, I could definitely see him doing some Mina scans soon. A charred carriage. Alright, good to know about. There's still 2 newspapers left. I do need to keep that in mind. Do I go into the castle? Discard. Oh, I don't know. That's a CG place, so I'm definitely not returning there, so. Go ahead and toss the hoax in, because I'm definitely not got any place in that. I think that we do not go to the castle. I don't want to show my hand like that. I want to keep him wondering as long as possible. So, next we go, depending on what happens, I either go to Black Sea Coast or, if he doesn't find the necessary information, okay, Harker. Checking Sophia. Whew, in that case, we go there next. In that case, unless some other... yes, he has to deal with the Munich vampire. He might have found the last stake since he's been supplying. But also it's a reckless vampire. So let's try to get it at an ambush point or two. Let's go. How to open. Let's go with Mesmerize. If I end up winning this, I will be so extremely happy. Because that was looking very bleak. But now he's without CG, and he's without... and he only has 1 renewed vigor left in the pile. He may have it, but he missed my play. He did do the dodge. I thought of doing plotting first. It's always hard, but... So, in that case, we Fang. He may well do a knife, especially since it's quite possible that he doesn't have a stake. No, interesting. I know the knife, unless he traded it off. Okay. Point number 6 obtained. That was a punch. I don't have any... Well, I don't have any escapes. So, yeah, we'll go ahead and do a claw. He's mesmerized, so a knife won't kill. Okay. Wonder why it asked me for Mitsu's. Whatever. He called my move there. Shame. Whatever. It's 1 damage. So, let me see. He has only today to clear this vampire before it gives me 4 points. So that, and if it matures, it will give me back feed, which would be extremely nice. So, if he does not want that to happen, he's gonna have to night fight it. And he may choose to have Van Helsing waltz onto it, but that's making him go further and further away from me. Every moment of this is very tense. I have only 4 HP, but my position is stable-ish. Heroic Leap is gone. He spent that to kill a vampire up here. CG is gone, and 1 RV is gone. He spent a lot of excellent resources getting this far. The fact that I managed to survive that 3-on-1, albeit barely, is massive. And what's even better is if this matures, it means that if he got an early newspaper, and simply hasn't used it because he's been more or less onto my trail the entire time, that maturing would wipe away his newspaper target. So I definitely want that to live. There are 3 stakes in the discard. I do look forward to chatting with folks after. Yeah, Scotsword confirming that he's thinking and not. He's debating whether he trusts Seward to get the job done, because that will raise me up to 10 points. Then I can feed, and then I can just go do Pirate Drac, and since he has no CG, he'd be helpless to stop me. So he really needs to stop this vampire. I have bodyguards there, spy under the hide card, and I've placed down some desecrated soil. Okay. Where is he horsing to? Going to Zurich. Unfortunately for him, that would have been precisely what I misdirected. But he's going away from me. And that is just a treat to see. So, now, Reckless Vampire, stay alive. That's all I ask of you. The fact that he waited so long seems to say that Seward doesn't have a stake, and he was debating whether or not to send Van Helsing to help. Rest? He's gonna let it mature? Sure, I'll get feedback. I'll gladly do that. So let me see. Did I just place down Desecrated? Okay. So we'll aim for Salonica. Just for funsies,
we'll place that down on the hide card. and here's the funny part: if he does some supplying and then draws on newspaper reports today, that will only flip up a hide card, and that will tell him nothing. It won't tell him where I hid. It only tells him that it'll only tell him that I hid at some point. That would be hilarious to see. Mystic Research. Discard. Oh! Whoa! Whoa, good one. Good one. It was a devilish power that got discarded. Ah, he's sending me in to do some scans. Good move. Good move. She also has a charred carriage, which means that she could get down to Salonika. So therefore... But the thing is, he doesn't know I'm there yet. Let me see. This is the desecrated soil. Will I need to feed again? Ah, lol. Black cylinders. That was something I was worried about, but the vampire clearing it out. Hypnosis. Ah. Well, that's bad. Let me see. So Mina has a charred carriage. Stewart has horses. I think that the safest play is Black Sea Coast. Now that perhaps I should have gone there already. But let me see. I can afford 2 sea moves before I have. So therefore, I need to go to. That would be too obvious, though. Let's go with Valona. Place down. This is off the rail line, so neither Mina Goldaming, the horse hasn't gotten cycled back, so they don't have horses. Unless there's renewed vigor number 2, they can't. And there's only one sense of emergency left. Only one of them will be able to reach me. With renewed vigor, I could definitely be in trouble, but at least I've already put up quite an excellent fight. Let's go with a reckless vampire. Try to that would have been nice. But then again, with how much of the event deck that he's gone through, that's almost certainly he's gonna almost certainly have a forewarned at this point. So okay, yeah. Skip. Vampire. Oh, nasty. However, the fact that delays Seward, that's good. So next we go down to Athens. So Bucharest is guaranteed to mature because there's no heavenly, unless he manages to cycle the deck fast enough to find a heavenly host in time to stop it. But he only has 2 days to do that. Oh, but he also has Mystic Research helping him out. So, local rumors. Slide. Yeah, this is a back and forth battle. We'll go with Athens, because now even a sense of emergency won't get sewered here in one move. And now it's impossible for either of them to get to me unless they have a sense of emergency and the second renewed vigor. There are no heavenly hosts yet, at least. The fact that it's surprising return. Jonathan Harker, so he's gonna search with him, obviously. Oh, I forgot about Rufus. That will definitely make things unpleasant. I may have to stay and feed one day. This is... And I can feed to raise my health up to 7. Yes, cards. Yum yum. Bats is no good at this point. Spies and barley guards are better than wolves. You obviously don't have one. So, I slide, go to sea, slide, and it matures. So actually I can go to sea now, and that will bail me out. Good, he got a 1. Let's try to fetch me a couple points. If I can undo the effects of that vampire lair, I can simply cruise around at sea until... if I can get 2 Fangs in, well, I'm not going to be able to stop him escaping, so it's going to have to do with 1. So that's another point back. I think that I have this game. It's been a heated back and forth game, but yeah, Charred Carriage gets her down to Salonika, which is why I chose Athens instead. But I think that she's gonna go west. He'll commit to the east otherwise. Yeah, okay, he's gambling that it's there because he knows that, so, let's make sure I have my timeline right. I slide, it's on the 5th spot. Wax cylinders. Doubtless gonna take a peek at what I am sitting on. So he knows that I have a fog. So now it'll be the guessing game of who has forewarned. Because, let's see. I go to sea. If it weren't for Rufus, I would have this just in the bag already. But because he's there, I'm already sitting on a fog, so there's a possibility that I'll get that right. Do I actually wolf form and try to make him guess after misdirecting Sophia? Do I do that? It's a crazy play, but no, that'll be just far too obvious. It's a shame that I don't have the hide card back, but if I go to see now, and then wolf form back in, then what will happen then? He knows that I'm, so simply occupy all those spaces. So no, my best bet is to get the wolf form right. It is to get the correct person to ambush. It's possible that he has no forewarns, but okay. So that will get Seward down there. Is it that they both have it? Yeah, I should have gone to the Adriatic Sea, and then wolf formed like over to Genoa. I may have thrown by coming down here. I'll go ahead and ambush. Why not? None of those are any good, so we'll throw them right back. With 7 HP, so unless Mina has a sense of emergency, she's not getting in. Do they both have forewarned? It's quite possible. We'll try Seward. Yes. Gotcha. Yes. That means that I have this game in the bag. Because now I simply go to C, wait till LE3. Oh, she had an excellent weather to get in. Interesting. I neglected that fact. But now I go to C. I'll have to suffer a bit from Rufus, but... oh. Thanks. Planned ambush. Now, good. That's a good one. So, I definitely start... Since there's no Heavenly Host left, I definitely start off with Mesmerize. That leaves her with only the option of Punch. Or, if she has it, a Crucifix. No, there's no Crucifix, so really his only option is to Punch. It is annoying that I don't have any Fangs to make it so I only need one land move, but Cagliari should see to my needs there. Yeah, this vampire is too far back on the trail for it to matter, so I don't mind. It helps me get in some more damage. Yes, definitely avoid the combat. Vampire Lair already gone. So he's going to have one day to catch me once I land. The problem is I even without Rufus, I have enough health to just go cruising, but even with Rufus, I mean. But at the same time, he doesn't have the heavenly hosts, so it so therefore now my desecrated soils will start maturing, and I'm actually going to start gaining health right back. I think this is game. I think this is GG. He has no CG, so if I go Black Sea, but which I won't. I'm just gonna make a beeline for Cagliari. I can't think of any way in which he can catch up with me in time. I suppose Mina is holding an excellent weather, but that's not going to be enough. He needs to get someone to CAG before I get there. So he's going to need to have Van Helsing. He's going to need Van Helsing to fetch that excellent weather from Mina. Goodness, this has been rough. What a game. Your little presents. Lol. Okay. He's just desperately digging for something. But with both renewed vigors and CG gone, I don't see what on earth would help him here. Mature, so I take 2. So I take 2 for moving, but I gain 3, so I net gain 1 HP. Yeah, Rufus being a nuisance, but so I figure he'll move Van Helsing to Genoa, so as to be able to excellent weather to CAG if I choose to land. Yeah, he's desperately digging for something. This has been a very close game for sure. I only just survived that combat where I escaped his bat. So this was no easy thing to do. And honestly, I'm not sure if it's completely done yet. I'm a bit surprised that I didn't move Van Helsing here so that he could get the excellent weather from Mina. I mean, it's possible that he's holding another one. But now, when I land there, yeah, I just land at CAG and then hide for the remaining points. Mature. Go to CAG. And just in case there is something funny, we'll lay down a good Vampire Guardian. Surprising return. Yeah. If he had GG. if Van Helsing had moved to the coast, and then fetched the excellent weather, he could have Van Helsing challenge me, when I'm here. Anna, I could, I goose Strider. GG, you well played. Thanks. What a what match indeed. What a match indeed. Oops. Doing. Forward on wrong guy. Yes, it came down to that, plus my bat escape earlier. Yes, it came down to that, plus the bat escape earlier. I just took the gamble. There. Put that down. And then we play the hide card. I just wish. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Thanks. Post game chat as for recording. Wow. If you all neutral. Oh. What a match indeed. Well, yeah, what a match. Going down to 1 HP in a 3v1 fight early due to an early CG. But making my escape and still getting the win at 9 HP for my team. Wow. And against none other than Scotsword. I've played Scotsword many times and he always catches me. This time I finally managed to give him the slip. But this is important for Team Wildlife, as sadly my partner lost his match of the week, so we need to at least maintain our footing, so to speak, by having one win, one lose. But in any event, man, I just can't really think of anything to say. Thanks for watching, folks. Till next time. Bye bye.